everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and I am excited to share with you a new mini album using the Graphic 45 Autumn Greetings collection. So by the title, you would think that it's used for card making, which you could make some fabulous cards, but I did make a mini album out of it, and it came out really fabulous. What I was thinking was this would be a good album for either a fall trip, a family gathering, or maybe even just Thanksgiving. You could use this exclusively for Thanksgiving. And I even have some ideas on where you can put recipes and things. I'll let you know when we do the walkthrough. I use, besides the 12 by 12 paper pad, I use the 12 by 12 patterns and solids. If I had to do it again, I would have bought a second patterns and solids collection just so I had enough to do the hidden photo mats. But I may do with what I had. I didn't have very much left over, but I did not need to supplement it with anything else. I did also use the 8 by 8 collection pack. Whoops. And I used the ephemera assortment. I almost used everything in the ephemera. I think I had a couple of small little pieces left. And I didn't use the flowers. I did not use the chipboard tags and frames at all. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I try. Oh no, I take it back. I used one. I did use one. I'll show you where that is. So anyhow, let me take you through the book. Now, the cover has sort of a mixed media feel to it. There wasn't a cut apart that would work for the cover in the way I wanted to. So, yeah, so I played around with it. I just took some of the paper that I used some ink and just splotched it on, and then eventually I added some layers. I used some of the cut aparts. I cut some of the elements from the collection and I just layered them up. Take a look at the end when I show you some close-up photos of this. The leaves look realistic. It just is fabulous. You can't tell by the what you see on camera how cool it came out. The book measures, you would think I would remember that, 7 by 8.5, and it's got a 2.5-inch spine. I made sure I made the spine big enough that you still can get in some photos. I am going to take you inside and show you. So on the first page, the inside front cover, I do have a waterfall. Oh, by the way, I counted you could put in about 42 4x6s and a good handful of smaller photos that I have some photo mats for. The waterfall is a great place to start. So I've got this image that's just cut apart with a bunch of layers, and I left the inside blank again so I don't make it too chunky before we even put photos in. So there's that, and then I also made this so the page comes up and you can put photos here. See here, you could put a 4x4 photo. That's what I'm saying. You can get a handful of other photos. Although I will tell you, I did make these that this could come off. So if you wanted to, you could, I'm not going to take it all the way off. You could put a 4x6 photo there. I didn't count that in my count. And then that is 4.5 by 6.5. So you can put your photo there. That is held down with a magnet closure. Here is a cut apart. I didn't put anything here because the paper was so beautiful, but you could put a photo in. This will open like this and like that. So room for 4x6 photos there. You could put a 4x6 photo there, but again, I didn't count that in there. And then there is a photo mat that you could put photos. What I was thinking is if you use this for Thanksgiving, wouldn't it be cool if everybody brought their recipes and you photocopied it? You might have to reduce it or you could fold it in half and you could add your recipes inside these hidden photo mats. Of course, you could put photos there, but if you did make it for Thanksgiving, you could use that for recipes. So there's a pocket on this page and I added a bunch of the fun cut aparts. I made some tags. and I loved the animals. I did not make them front and center. I could have put them on the cover, but I felt like so many people are going to want to put them on the cover. I wanted to do something a little different. So this will open like that, and there's room to put a small photo there. This is open on the bottom, so you could stick a photo there. And then this will open like this. And again, this is removable if you wanted to do a different size than 4x6. And you could put a smaller photo down here. Beautiful, beautiful images. So that closes like that, and the cut aparts keep that from opening. Now over here, this is room to put a photo. I don't know if you've noticed all the detailing with some of the pages, but it was a lot of fun to play with. And then I just have a tuck spot here. Obviously you could put a photo there, but I just put a little photo mat. Move these leaves. This page just opens like this, and there is just one of the leaves from the ephemera, and room to put your 4x6 photo there. A magnet holds that in. And there is our photo mat, which could be a recipe book or recipe holder. So this page has some tags in it, and I did use a bunch of different ribbon for the tags. So I did use Graphic 45 tag dies because I did not have any tags, but it would have been too big because these are 4 1/8 width, and I think the tags are 4 1/4. So I just used the die and then cut smaller pieces. There is also this photo mat here, and you could add other photos to the back of that as well. Here's sort of a gatefold page. Now this comes off entirely. It's held down with 2 magnets. Lots of detailing with some of the different paper that comes with the patterns and solids. And this will open like that and give you room to put photos. Now you could put smaller photos here or do journaling. I just left it blank just because I liked the detailing. Here is another photo mat. Now this page, they're identical. These pages lift up, and you can get a whole bunch of things in here. I did use the space for some of the ephemera or cut aparts, whatever you want to call it. This is a good spot to put a photo. I just left it blank, but you could put a photo on the back as well. And also you could put pictures up on the top. Let me show you what that looks like. So same in this. And it's back in the pocket. And here is our hidden photo mat. Now what I did from this is a mirror image. Everything in the last 3 pages is the same as the first 3 pages, just in reverse. So you remember there was the tags and the gatefold page. Same thing. I just made it easy to do a tutorial on. And there's that page. Loved this. I did something a little different with the photo mats. I didn't want just the white photo mats, so I added just some squiggles around the perimeter. Now, again, these are on just with, they're just tacked on, so you can take them off and put whatever size photo you would have. So here's the tags for these. And there is also that. Here is the hidden photo mat. Now this page opens like this. I did use some of the ephemera. There's the one in the top. Of course, you could tuck in your photo because it is, yeah, it is just glued down on a couple of sides. That's held down with a magnet. And here's the page where we've got all the different ephemera, the different photo mats. So there is that page. There's the top. There's the bottom. And then this will open like that. Just a nice page. You know, you could put a couple of 4x6 photos. This page is actually 7.5 tall. No, it's 8 inches tall. So you could put 4x6 photos. You would have to trim it down just a little bit, or else they're going to butt up against each other, which is okay if you want to do that. But you might want to trim them down just to make it a little easier. And this stays closed because of the ephemera in the pocket. There is our photo mat. That brown is a gorgeous brown. Just loved how it all came together. This is beautiful paper. I loved that. Probably my favorite pattern paper of the collection. Here we go with that. That opens up. That opens up. See, I show you how you can use 3.5 by 3.5 photo mats and put smaller photos on this page. And same with this. Again, it's just tacked down. So if you wanted a different photo, you could just glue it on top of there or pull that off and use that. And then, as I usually do on the back inside cover, I did a pocket with a flap. You could add photos to this, but it just gives me room to put in a nice photo mat, a journaling card, and then a couple of extra papers that you can use to put photos on. And then if there's any ephemera, I'll stick it in the pocket, but I don't think there will be at this point in time. And as well, if there's any extra elements that I want to include, large pieces of paper, I'll put it here in this little pocket. So whoever purchases this from my Etsy shop can have that to play with. The back cover has this. Here is the one chipboard element. It is a squirrel. This is just like a little tag. I added a little brad to it. And there we are back to the cover. So I might do a tutorial on this if it's something you're interested in. Not a difficult mini album to make. It's the time it takes really was in the decorating. The mini album itself went together really quick. The decorating, it takes some time because, you know, I used this teeny little strip. This is several layers. That's 8 or 9 layers. You don't have to do that if you don't want. This is, you know, 3 pieces of paper. And I could do a video on tips and tricks on how I decorate my albums if that's something you're interested in. So that is the mini album I made using the Autumn Greetings paper collection from Graphic 45. If you've not subscribed to my channel, now's the time to do it. I have a couple of other things coming up, and I'd love if you hit the like button and the bell for notifications so you know when my next project is done. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day.